Hey guys, my name is Discourse Miniatures and welcome to another Batman Miniatures game battle report for you today. We're going to have the Birds of Prey. Today I'm going to be commanding those. They're going to be just the movie style crew there. They're just going to be using the Bat Box that was released there for them last year. I will be using the yellow suspect markers, and my dice will be a mixture of the Joker dice and then the blue sort of Harley Quinn dice for the strength die. And Glenn will be taking the Batfamily list. Well, it's not a Batfamily, it's actually a Batman crew, but it's very Batman family oriented. So you've got the Nolan vs. Batman, you've got the Nightwing, you've got the Batgirl, and then mixed in there you've got Bullock and you have GCPD Detective. And his normal attack die will be black and his strength die will be blue. And then he will be using the black suspect markers. So in terms of these two crews, these are both crews that we've seen before on the channel. The Batman list there is one that I brought a couple of weeks back against the Soldiers of Fortune. Glenn wants to give them a go. So they do have a bit of equipment. Batgirl has Oracle. And she also has the bat armor as well. And then I believe the Bullock and Detective both have radios, which is super important for a list like this, right? Because they're not going to be in Inspire range very often with Batman. And then for the Birds of Prey, I have a grapple gun given to Huntress, and I have given her a camo vest as well, so she does have stealth too. Then I've given corrosive blood to Cassandra Cain, because I mean you may as well give a child, you know, corrosive blood, why not? And then for Montoya as well, I've given her Titanic mutation as per my usual standard, just to give her a little bit of punch whenever she needs it, because she doesn't have very good combat stats otherwise. So this is the board as it is. We've put down a few more structures. We've had very flat boards recently, so this hopefully will be a little bit more vertical oriented, which will only help the Batfamily, I imagine. So I'm gonna rely on that if it doesn't go my way. We've also made some adjustments to our deck, so we're not using the standard sort of Batman crew deck or the Birds of Prey crew deck. Mixed in some generic cards there just to suit the sort of play style of these crews. So you'll find all the lists and everything down below in the channel, in the actual description of the video. You'll be able to see our crew, the equipment that we've brought, as well as the cards that we've brought as well. So without further ado, we're going to go off screen and we're going to do our deployment. We're going to pull everything, and then we're going to come back for round one. Okay guys, so here we are for round one. This is the sort of setup of the two crews, and for deployment we got standoff. So we are not able to actually attack each other during the first round, but we do start right beside each other. And then for our condition, we actually got heavy rain, which means that guns will actually have one less rate of fire just because the rain's getting in the way. Well, any ranged attacks actually. And
it's on a 4+.
It's on a 4+. So we roll a 4+ at the beginning of every round. And then if we get a 4 or more, then the heavy rain goes away. But in terms of deployment then, so I have deployed like so, basically kind of arrayed around in a clump, and then I've got Harley Quinn up on the roof ready to take on V-Man. And then for the Batman crew, they have put, Bullock and Montoya have both arrived in the same car, but it turns out that our allegiances are a little bit questionable. So Bullock has joined the Batman side and Montoya has joined the Birds of Prey. Nightwing, Batgirl, and then Batman up there. And you can see the Audacity markers are as they lay then. So I've given Audacity to Montoya, I've given Audacity to Canary, one to Huntress, one to Harley Quinn, and then Glenn has given his to Batman, to Batgirl, to Nightwing, and then to Bullock as well. So obviously there's smaller crews than sort of usual, and for that reason Audacity is pretty easy to place out. So we're going to go into round one. Glenn did roll initiative. He won the initiative roll, but he magnanimously gave it to myself, so I will be taking the first activation. So let's go into that now. Okay, and for my first activation, I'm actually going to play a card here. I'm going to activate, first of all, Cassandra Cain, and then I'm going to play I Work Best Alone. So what this means is essentially every single suspect marker I put out for Cassandra here, I will put a little number token beside it. It has to be 1 to 6, obviously, it's a d6. And so I'll put a 1 to 6 beside that suspect marker, and then I roll at the end of the round. And if I roll the same number as the token, as the number counter, then I get to score the 2 points that it's worth. So I'm incentivized to put out as many suspect markers on that character as possible to try and roll those. So I'm going to activate her first, and because she is inspired, she gets a free manipulate action. Black Canary is my boss, and Batman obviously is the boss for Batman. Okay, so I'm going to use her inspired action to move through the sewer. She's going to teleport up to here and be in contact with this. And then she's going to place down a suspect marker, like so, as far away as possible from the sewer. And then we're just going to roll a d6 to see, and it's number 1. So this is what I have to roll at the end of the round in order to score I work best alone. And that's going to be her full activation.
Okay, and now for my action, I'm going to activate Harvey Bullock. I'm going to move him over here. I'm going to go for here.
Yep.
He has a Inspire and a...
Yep.
He has an Inspire token and...
Can you fit it?
Yes. He has an Inspire token and a Audacity.
Yep, sure.
He's going... And Detective, which
yes.
is probably important.
Yes.
He's going to remove this
sure.
suspect marker.
Okay. You don't have come through everything, do you?
No.
Okay.
I have a much more appropriately titled Wrong Place Kid. It's Harvey Bullock's card.
Very good.
And it's at least 6 inches away from any other model with a cop trait.
Sure.
Which is here.
Very good. Yep.
It feels appropriate to say to a child.
Wrong place, kid. Yeah, no, it's definitely a very good one. Definitely a very, very good one. Yeah, so this kind of is going to be this first round. I think it's just going to be us running around, placing down suspect markers, really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Black Canary. Black Canary has 10 movement. So she's just going to move like so. Going to plop over here like this. And she's going to then literally just place another suspect marker like this here.
That's Huntress.
Oh, yeah, sorry, my mistake. I've been calling her Black Canary. Yes, of course, that's Huntress. Of course, that's
Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead, one of my favorite actresses. Okay, so yeah, so that's my activation. That's her gone.
Okay.
Do you know what you're going, or do you want me to?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to rethink, or?
I think I know what I'm doing.
Sure, no problem at all. So I'm gonna pop that down there now.
I am going to activate Batgirl.
Activate Batgirl. Sure.
And I'm gonna move her over to here.
Oh.
And I'm gonna remove that suspect marker.
Oh.
I didn't measure, but she has like an absurd movement range.
Sure.
It's like 15 inches or something.
Okay.
And that's 10, so yeah. That goes.
Cool. So yeah, you remove my suspect marker.
Yep.
That's no problem.
And I score. Come through everything.
Comes through everything. Oh, God. Oh, you had that card as well, man. This is not looking good for me. This activation where you cannot use combat whatsoever in your first round is just nasty for me.
I just drew that card.
Oh God, now you're gonna be drawing two as well, choosing which one.
Yep.
Okay, so this is kind of spooky. So what I'm gonna do is I think. Okay, so for my activation then, I'm just going to literally move Bruce. He's just going to run across here. He has animals, so he can leap over things that are less than 2 inches, and he's going to literally just pile in on Batgirl. And that's my activation. Do you know what you're going to do, Glenn, or?
I think I will move my GCPD detective.
Sure, no problem at all.
You got a 10-inch move. Let's
yep.
see. You can get... Yeah, he can get in contact with that Thur. And he's going to drop a suspect marker right here.
Okay, sure. No problem at all. Okay, that is changed things for me. Give me 1 second then. Okay, so because the GCPD have placed on a suspect marker, I'm actually going to put this in play, which is an opponent has more suspects in play than you. So the bold text, that means I can score this card, which is in position, if I simply place a suspect marker within 4 inches of an enemy model. So I'm going to put that in play, and then obviously I'm going to activate Montoya and immediately score it by using her detective trait to place down a suspect marker within 3 inches of herself there. So about there, and that will be within 4 inches of Batgirl. And then, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to move. Yeah. You played right into my hands. So then I'm going to move Montoya, because she's still got her inspired action. She's going to move over to here. Like so. And then, is she going to reveal one of your suspect markers or place down one? 1 second, let's see. Okay, so I actually moved Montoya back a little bit just to stay within the opponent's deployment zone and placed down a suspect marker rather than revealing one. So that's my activation with Montoya. So I kind of regret actually putting out I Work Best Alone on Cassandra. I think I should probably should have put it on Montoya. But there we are. Them's the breaks. I kind of wanted to get moving out and around the map. All right, Graham.
Yep. Get my name right?
Graham. All right, Graham, man. All right, Glenn. So who are you going to be activating then?
I'm going to be activating the Batman.
Ooh, the Batman.
Let's just
Christian
see
Bale?
Distance, yep. I think he can get with his normal distance to... Yeah. There's nothing really getting in the way there. And then I am going to play They Won't See Me Coming.
Sure. As a resource, I guess?
Resource,
yeah.
Which will allow me to reveal this suspect marker.
Okay.
In 3.
Sure, no problem.
And then the main thing, of course, is do I draw something useful? No. Yep. So.
All right, Glenn, and there's nothing else you're going to do then with Batman? That's it?
No, I had a big brain play, but it didn't turn out.
Okay, sure. Cool. Then I'm going to activate Black Canary. I'm going to actually play Pretty Birds as a resource, just to give her stealth. And spend the 1 resource. Are you going to cancel that?
No, I don't.
Any exhaustive planner coming out from Batgirl to stop me from doing that? No?
No, not worth.
Okay, so, well, then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spend a resource and give Black Canary stealth. Doesn't really matter. I just want to get that out of my hand so I can draw a new card.
Just the end of turn, right?
It's just until the end of turn. So, she's then going to move. I think she's going to jump on Batman, you know, I think it's time to see what happens. Oh no, she doesn't. Yeah. Actually, before she moves, she's going to place down a suspect marker. Because she's got an audacity. So I'm going to do that here. Has to be outside of 2 inches of my deployment. Luckily I am. And then she's going to move into Batman's face, like so. And that's my Black Canary activation done. Okay, so this is a fight and a half. All right. Do you know who you're going with now, or?
Yeah, I guess it's going to be Nightwing.
Yeah, because that's all you've got, isn't it?
Yep.
So what's he going to do? Do you know what he's going to do?
Let's see. Who's Nightwing going to try and beat up next turn?
It's all setting up for that.
What is Black Canary's defense?
Black Canary's defense is 4.
Oh, okay.
Right. Okay. I see how it's going.
Yep.
Sure. And during that activation, I'm actually going to play a resource, I believe. I'm going to play Overdrive as a resource, which is free, which is place a Venom container in contact with one of your suspect markers. And then one of my friendly models may manipulate that to remove a Venom dose and gain a free Venom dose. Do you wish to prevent that at all?
Yeah.
Are you gonna prevent that? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll prevent that with Oracle.
Oh, so you're gonna exhaustive planner then? So
yeah.
Batgirl has the Oracle equipment, so she does have exhaustive planner. So I was gonna place it there beside that one, but sure, then that just gets cancelled. So I unfortunately just goes to my spent resources pile and it gets cancelled, and I will draw a new card. Okay, so yeah. Okay. And that's your activation over?
Yep. Just Harley Quinn.
Yeah, so Harley Quinn, she's obviously 12 inches, so she can drop down here without taking any damage because of her movement of 12. She also gets +2.
That's not yet tall.
Yeah. So let's see. So she's going to move. Let me just get the actual measure tape out for this one because this one's going to be far. Okay, so I moved Harley from this rooftop. I leapt her all the way down here. And then I placed down a suspect marker, and I placed it within 4 inches of Batgirl, and I have another 2 suspect markers within 4 inches of Batgirl. That allows me to score Sisters in Arms, which is just have at least 3 friendly suspects within 4 inches of the same enemy model. So that's going to go into my scored pile, which is not bad. And then I believe that's the final activation for all of us for round 1. So a really odd round 1. Obviously a lot of setup. For round 2, which is basically Huntress, unfortunately, is a little bit outmaneuvered here. There's going to be a big fight here, and I have no idea how it's going to turn out. I think it's going to be Pearly for me, because I'm pretty sure with your 3 pass markers, you're going to get a +3 to your initiative roll, which means you're going to get the first punch, which is going to be pretty rough. So there's nothing really to say, except for round phase 4, or at the end of phase 3, rather. Do you score any cards?
I don't. No.
Okay. So once we go into phase 4, I'm actually going to score a card. I'm going to score in the nest. Actually was really not certain whether or not to bring this card, but I scored it so much last time that I was like, I'll give it another shot. I don't think this card's very good, just because it's hard. But I rolled well. The deployment has really suited this card. So obviously I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 models in your deployment zone, and you only have 4. Aha, my child trick worked well to lure you away. So I'm gonna score that card then. And yeah, we're gonna go into round 2. We're gonna roll initiative, and we're gonna see who's going first, and therefore who's gonna get knocked out.
Let the bloodbath begin.
Yeah, let it begin. Okay guys, so we're into round 2 now, and we're actually just gonna roll our initiative for the camera here, just because it doesn't really matter. Now you've got a +2 to this roll, Glenn, and I have a plus.
No, I have +3.
You've got +3, I've got +1. Oh, I got a 4. Oh, you got a 5. Oh, you won the initiative. That's a disaster. Do you have any cards you'd like to play?
I do. I'm going to play Die Hard.
Okay, and who are you going to choose?
Harvey Bullock.
You're going to choose Harvey Bullock to be
the man all the way over there.
Sure.
Hopefully he won't get knocked out.
Okay, I've got 2 cards I'm going to play as well.
Unless Cassandra Cain gets real vicious.
So first of all, I'm going to play Die Hard as well. Only I'm going to choose Harley Quinn for that. Because I think that there's a lot of people who are going to get knocked out. I think Harley's probably one of the ones who won't down here. And then I'm also going to play Airy 2.
Okay.
And what that is basically your opponent must immediately place an event marker in contact with the tallest scenery element in the gaming area. If you have the most models on that element and within 4 inches of that marker, I get to score this card. So you've got to place down a suspect marker basically, or sorry, the event marker down in contact with this building here.
Okay, right. In contact, or can it be on top of?
Yeah, it can be on top of it.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. Sure. All right. Then let's go into placing down our audacities then and actually seeing how it goes. All right. So in terms of audacity, then Batman has been given an audacity, Batgirl and Nightwing, as well as Detective Bullock for the Batman player.
Yep.
And then for Birds of Prey, for myself, I have got Harley Quinn, Black Canary, Huntress and Montoya have all been given audacity markers, and yeah. Oh, whoops, did you screw up? Excellent, because now we're into phase 3. It's too late to reassign those. And yeah, so who are you going to activate first?
I'm going to activate Batman.
Okay. Oh, actually, we should note as well that heavy rain is in effect, so we did roll for that and we got a 6. So all ranged attacks in the game. Right now, for this round, we'll be rolling 1 less die for the rate of fire. So you're activating Batman then. Okay, Batman. So what's Batman going to do?
Batman's going to attack Black Canary.
Ooh, he's going to punch Black Canary?
Yep.
Okay.
Batter.
Sure. You know what I'm going to do? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Street Guy, or Street Fighter, I believe it is. Yep, so this allows me to remove a suspect marker, a friendly suspect marker within 2 inches of Black Canary, which I'm going to do here, and I'm going to bungle it. There we go. I'm going to do that. What that will do is that will give me 2 free efforts on Black Canary, which I'm going to definitely need, because I'm going to effort twice then with those 2 free efforts against Batman's attacks. So, Batman then, that means that are you efforting at all, or I've efforted twice.
Full effort, yeah.
You're going to full effort, so that means you're getting +1 to this roll then. So your attack is 4. My defense is 3 because I am in base contact with 2 models there. So go ahead then, give us a roll. Let's see what you get. You're trying to get 3 up. Yep. Ooh.
All hit, and the strength die goes through.
Does it? Yeah, you've got 4 up.
Yep.
On the strength.
This Batman has combo unarmed.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So those 2, 4. So it's 2, 4, 5. Plus another 2.
Well, hold on, one second. So actually, I blocked 3 of them. So the combo.
So the 2 from the combo and then 1.
Okay. Sure.
So yeah.
So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 stun.
Yep.
So that will knock Black Canary out, unfortunately. So she will get knocked out.
And excellent.
Okay, so Black Canary has been knocked out by Batman, and I'm actually going to take this opportunity to use Truth Seeker on Montoya, which will allow me to place a suspect marker in base contact with her and not in base contact with Nightwing there. And what that will allow me to do then, I can do that using Truth Seeker. Whenever a model's knocked out or KO'd, I can place down a friendly suspect marker in base contact with that model. And then secondly, I'm actually going to play a card because I suffered at least 5 damage markers with a single attack. I'm going to put Pretty Birds into play there. So I'm going to put that into play. That's currently active. So Black Canary's been knocked out, but let me guess, is Batman going to make a special action?
Yes, Batman is going to use his arrest ability to
okay, so Black Canary gets removed from the board. Oh no, so I have to nominate a new boss. Damn, you know what, I might, so I kind of have, I can nominate anyone really, because Harley is a free agent and everyone else are sidekicks. So I think I'm going to nominate, I think I'm going to nominate Huntress, maybe?
Bear in mind, it's only 4 inches.
Yeah, I know, that's why I'm checking. You know, I'm actually going to nominate Montoya, because Montoya is less important than Huntress. I want Huntress to sort of do stuff. So, yeah. Okay, so...
I scored Get Them Off the Street.
You scored Get Them Off the Street. Very good. Okay. Okay, so sorry, I had designated Montoya as my boss. Actually, I've just amended that. It's going to be Huntress. Sorry, so just before, when I had the choice, Glenn has been gracious enough to allow me to just quickly change my mind, because I've just realized that I want Montoya to be benefiting from the Inspire rule, and you can't inspire yourself, right? So in that case then, I'm going to activate Montoya now, and she is going to move, and she's going to move to here, like so, and that should still put her within 10 inches of everybody. Yeah, so she's going to move like that. And then she's going to punch. Well, first of all, she's going to remove this suspect marker, okay? She's got detective trait as well. She's going to remove that suspect marker, and that's going to actually score a card, which is going to be Tough Girls, which is a friendly model, reveals an enemy suspect marker, and after that, you have at least 3 more suspects in play than your opponent, and because Glenn hasn't been placing out any suspect markers, I have actually got 3 more.
This is true.
Yeah, very unusual for the Batman, right? So I'm going to score that card, and then I'm going to actually punch Detective in the face. I'm going to show him what Brass Knuckles can do. So let's go into that. Alright, Glenn, so before we talk about efforts, I'm going to use my Titanic mutation that I've given Montoya, and that gives her +1 to all her stats. So are you going to effort your defense at all?
I'm not.
Okay, I will effort the once. I'll take a single stun damage, that'll bring me down to 5 willpower, and then I'm going to roll. And I'm looking for 3 ups, basically, here. So I got 1, 2, 3, yeah.
That's it.
Just 3, so that is, yeah, that's 3 hits go
and
through.
Your strength die misses?
My strength die does miss, so you've got to roll your defense here.
Okay.
Which is definitely doable, you're trying to be force.
Yep.
Let's do 4, so how much willpower have you got?
That knocks him out.
Okay, excellent, so, yep, okay. Cool, so you have taken 4 stun damage, that gets him knocked out. Excellent.
Give me a path marker.
Cool, it's no problem at all, that's great. Unfortunately, I can't score Pretty Birds, which I have currently in play, but you know, c'est la vie. Okay, guys, so just an FYI, I have placed down a suspect marker with using Truth Seeker. I just reread that and realized that every single time a model goes out, like made a casualty or is knocked out, I can place down a suspect marker, a friendly suspect marker in contact with them. That's kind of amazing. I've really overlooked Montoya. Montoya is shooting up for me as like suddenly realizing that she's just throwing out suspect markers. Unfortunately, I couldn't play I Work Best Alone. Oh, whoops. Okay, I've given that away. I've got that in my hand. I've got I Work Best Alone in my hand, and I couldn't play it on her because I wanted to score the 3 points, right? So
actually considering maybe taking Montoya with a Lex Luthor day.
Oh, you've been talking about that Lex Luthor list though for like ever, like your cops. Corrupted cops Lex Luthor list.
I know, but I just got Lex painted the other day.
Well, true. And Flass is coming out soon as well, so he can be brought into the organised crime list. But anyway, so I think you were saying before, who is it you're activating?
I'm going to activate Batgirl.
Activating Batgirl, okay.
I thought she had martial artist. I realized she didn't.
I suspected she didn't, because I really like Batgirl, but no, she does not have martial artist. So she's going to do what?
She's going to go here.
Oh no, and she's going to move in base contact with Harley?
Yep.
Is she going to attack Harley?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, sure. That's no problem at all. So let's go into that roll now. Okay, so Batgirl is hitting Harley Quinn. Unfortunately, none of my cards can help me in this matter. I'm going to effort 3 times just because you've got combo on Batgirl, as well as that Harley Quinn has the Die Hard card underneath her. So I really don't want to. I really don't want to get knocked out. So are you going to effort in your attack?
Yes, I'm going to full effort.
You're going to full effort. Okay, so you're just rolling your normal dice pool then.
Yep,
4.
normal
so
dice
go
pool.
ahead then.
4 up on the strength die, 3 up on the.
Yeah, because I'm currently outnumbered. Okay.
And that is the strength die goes through.
Yep.
And that's 4 hits.
4 hits, and then I'm just going to roll my defense.
Well, why'd you roll 4 dice? You got 3 defense.
Oh god. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. You're right. It was an okay roll. Oh well. Oh no, that was a much worse roll. So unfortunately, I don't knock any off. So all of those go through. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, and then obviously you've got your combo. So it's another 2. So 10 stun damage. Unfortunately, that will knock Harley Quinn out, especially considering that she had efforted her defense. Okay.
And that scores me. They must know pain.
They must know pain. What's that one?
Which is inflict at least 6 damage with a melee attack.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, you can do it on this list. Okay. Then let me have a think about what I'm going to do on my activation. Okay, and because Harley Quinn has been knocked out then by Batgirl, I'm actually going to use Truth Seeker on Montoya, and you can use this more than once in a round, and I'm going to place down a wee suspect marker in base contact with Harley. I'm going to try and move it so it's out of base contact with with Batman or Batgirl, and that's going to allow me to score in position, which is a friendly model places a suspect within 4 inches of an enemy model, and you already have 3 friendly suspect markers in play. So boom. Wow, Montoya is amazing. I've completely overlooked her. She's getting into my list now.
It does explain her high cost and funding. Though.
Yeah.
You know, I always thought she was overpriced.
Well, she's $300 funding because she has the standard sort of gun.
Yeah,
she's 40 rep. You know, she's 40 rep.
That's not too bad.
Wow, she's going to my top 5 Batman list. Okay. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to activate Huntress. She's going to move over to here, and she is the boss. But a boss can inspire themselves, apparently, according to the Discord, as a clarification. I think it does say in the rules. So she's going to use her inspired action to maneuver through this sewer marker here. Wow, this is super awkward.
And it just...
okay, so she's going to move here. And I hope that's within 4 inches. So let's just double check.
That fix.
I know, but yeah, it should be within 4. Cool. And then she's going to shoot Bullock with her crossbow. Obviously, the rate of fire is actually reduced.
No, doesn't she have assault on her?
She does, yeah, but the rate of fire is reduced because of heavy rain.
Yes.
Heavy rain, so it's -1. So let's just let me have a wee look at my damage profile and see whether or not I want to do that or start in base contact with them and just punch them instead. So because of heavy rain, actually, Huntress would be firing 1 less. So that actually brings it down where I would have to hit with all 3 of my shots at a 3+ to try and shoot Bullock, which I don't think is possible. So I don't think I'm going to be able to kill him. So instead, I'm going to come out of the sewer in such a way that I actually emerge in base contact with him, and I'm going to punch him. I'm going to use my special action to use the time must come, and then I'm going to punch him. So that's my plan, and we're gonna go into rolls now. So are you gonna effort defense against my punch?
I am not.
You're not gonna effort?
No, I'm gonna effort once.
Okay, let me think. Okay, so I'm gonna effort twice, I think. So that means that I'm gonna take 2 stun damage. Now, Bullock is actually, he's in base contact with Cassandra Cain, so he's currently outnumbered. So he's got -1 to his defense. So I'm gonna get 2 ups. Only?
I efforted 1.
Yep.
Don't forget your strength die.
Oh, of course. Let's see. Right, so this is 1, 2. The strength die obviously did not hit.
Okay. 4 hits.
4 hits.
Okay, so I've got, if I get 4+ on both of these.
Sure. Oh my god, the double 6s. He actually survived, right?
Yep.
So hold on 1 second. So he's taken, so he knocks that off, he knocks that off, so that means he's taken 4 stun damage. Right. That's okay. That will allow me to score Pretty Birds, which is an enemy model suffers damage from an attack by a model that I couldn't see during the beginning of my activation. So I will score that card. Really unfortunate though, I really wanted to knock Bullock out. And then I think what I will do, yeah, I think that's me done. That's my activation over. So unfortunately, maybe I should have efforted 3 times. Oh well. So your activation. Do you know what you want to do, or do you want to have a think about it?
Let me have a think.
Sure, no problem. Okay, Glenn. So who are you going to activate here?
I'm going to activate Nightwing.
Sure. What's Nightwing doing?
He's going to go here.
Okay.
He is going to use They Won't See Me Coming.
Okay, cool. Use a free manipulate then, yeah.
Yep. To go here. He's going to combat flip over to behind Cassandra Cain.
Okay, sure. So he comes to there, he combat flips over, yep.
Okay. And he is now going to attack Cassandra Cain.
Okay, sure. No problem at all.
Dick Grayson.
Rather than Huntress then, yeah?
Rather than Huntress.
Okay.
Because if Cassandra Cain goes next, she can attack Bullock.
Sure, no
Dick
problem.
Grayson, of course, was the original Robin, so he sees no problem with like attacking children in street fights.
Sure. Okay. All right. Okay. Dick Grayson's the good one. All right. Okay. Well, let's go into the role then, and we'll talk about efforts and things like that. Okay. So because Cassandra Cain is in base contact with Bullock, then she does have -1 to her defense, and I know Nightwing has combo as well as handy, so he's rerolling. So I'm going to effort 3 times against your attack here. Are you going to effort in your attack?
I'm going to effort 3 times.
Okay, so you're just rolling your normal dice pool then. So let's see. You're trying to get 4-ups.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh,
that's really good. I think
thank
for me.
goodness for this.
Oh god, that's right. No.
And that is
that's bad.
Not great for me.
But it's
it's 1 auto hit and 4 hits.
Okay, so I'm trying to roll.
So I'll just make this into a hit.
Sure, no problem at all. With your combo?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to get 4-ups. Oof.
You negate 1.
I negate 1, so let's see what this looks like. So I've taken 2, 4, 6, 8. That's going to be a knocked out. Cassandra, she only has 5 willpower. So I'm spent 3 of it, right? So like I'm knocked out, yeah. So I'm knocked out completely. God, that's a disaster. That's okay.
If I know anywhere actually that low, I would have considered just relying on the strength attack.
Yep.
But
So
I couldn't.
you can just rely on the strength attack. Yeah. So yep. So Cassandra gets knocked out. That's terrible for me because I have a sneaking suspicion that I know who you're going to activate next. So for my activation, I have Bruce the Hyena to activate. Unfortunately, he doesn't have an audacity, and he's also an animal and stupid, so he can't like place down a suspect marker or anything. And I can't I don't have like any ability to do anything. So unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to move him. And I think what he's going to do is he's going to move. He's going to just move into base contact with Batgirl here, like so. Because there's not really anything else he can do.
Yeah. On the hope that Harley wakes up.
Yeah, in the hope that Harley wakes up, which I think is probably likely, right? Okay, so that is my last activation. You have your last one. Bullock, unfortunately, still alive.
Yeah.
Huntress, not able to do it. I probably should have just went all in, I think, on Huntress against Bullock. But, you know, or with Huntress, yeah, I think I should have just 3-aftered it. But I was concerned about Nightwing, so here we go. What's Bullock going to do?
He's going to arrest Cassandra.
No.
Get her off the streets.
Sure, so you score, get them off the streets. Yeah. Sure, no problem at all. Oh, that sucks because I work best alone active on Cassandra, and unfortunately, you know, things being what they are, unfortunately, not able to score that again. Sure. So, what's Bullock then gonna do? Do you want to think about it?
He has No, I don't think I need to.
Sure, then what is it you're going to do?
What is her willpower like?
Her willpower is, let me just double check. So she's taken 2 stun damage. Her willpower then is at 7, so 5. She's got 5 willpower.
5 willpower?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a special action.
Yep.
I'm going to shoot.
Okay, she does have acrobatic.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So it's got the range, so I do ignore the.
You've got no strength. Yeah.
I have no strength.
Yep.
And I'm going to.
You're going to shoot her.
Yep.
I think I'm going to acrobatic this and remove both your dice.
Cool. Take 2 now.
Okay. Sure.
And then I think I am going to. Do you have to have more?
Yeah.
Here than me?
Yeah, I think I do.
Then I'm going to get Bullock out and put him behind here.
Oh, okay, so he's going to actually teleport down around here?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Sure, no problem. It's not looking good, boys. Girls. It's not looking good, girls.
Bullock dodged the bullet.
Yeah, Bullock dodged the bullet there, and that might have been a really big moment in this game. I think I think I probably should have efforted it 3 times on Huntress. I think I respected the Nightwing too much on Huntress. I think it was actually worse for me to lose Cassandra. But there it is. Yeah, let's see if I can score other cards at least. That is the way the cookie crumbles. So we're gonna go into phase 4 here. We're gonna like roll, see whether Harley Quinn's able to get up, and yeah, we're gonna come back into round 3. Okay, so at the end of round 3 there, I wasn't able to score Area 2, unfortunately, just because we both have an equal number of models within 4 inches of that marker, so that's kind of a bummer. Now I'm going to see whether or not Harley Quinn can get up, so I'm just going to roll these 2 dice here. What did I get? 5, 6, 7, 8, and her willpower is 8.
Endurance.
You're trying to get under endurance, which is 7, so she doesn't get up. Oh, that's pretty bad.
Good for me.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Obviously, Die Hard for her, but I'd place under her doesn't score as well. Okay.
Bullock does score his Die Hard.
Yep, he does. And so Bullock scores his Die Hard, and then do you want to roll for the GCPD detective?
Yes.
Sure.
Roll it here.
Yep, sure.
He did not get up.
No. 6?
6, he's a 5.
5. Wow.
Right.
It's a rough game. It's a rough game, girls. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna roll for initiative and see who wins. Okay, welcome to round 3, guys. So this is the board as it lands. Unfortunately, Harley did not get out of KO at the end of phase 4 of last round, so that was kind of a disaster. So we're into round 3 in any case. We rolled initiative. Unfortunately, I lost, even though we both had +4 to the roll. I unfortunately lost. I think I've had some bad luck, personally. One thing to mention, just a bit of bookkeeping. Whenever Nightwing knocked out Cassandra Cain last turn, I think he scored Dirty Job that we failed to record for the camera. So just letting you know that if you see that show up in the score, then that's it. So Glenn, you are going first. Obviously, you've placed an Audacity down on Nightwing, Batman, and on Batgirl, right? So you've placed an Audacity on everybody who can take it, really. And I've done the same. I've got one on Bruce. I've got one on not on Harley. Harley's knocked out. I've got one on Montoya over here, and I have one on Huntress here. So, Glenn, who are you going to activate first?
I just want to point out as well, as you can probably hear in the background, the heavy rain has stopped.
Oh yes, of course.
So that was outside and also in game.
Yeah,
I got a 1 on the heavy rain roll.
Ah, okay. Yeah, sure. Okay, so there's okay, so the rate of fire is not being reduced by 1. So Glenn, who are you going to activate first?
I'm going to activate Batman.
So Batman's going first, and what is Batman going to do?
He's going to arrest Harley.
Okay, so just before he does that, I'm actually going to score a card. I'm going to play Sisters in Arms, which is an instant, and have at least 3 friendly suspects within 4 inches of the same enemy model. And as you can see here, Batman has 4 enemy suspect markers, or 4 of our suspect markers within, or 3 rather, within 4 inches of him. Yep. So I'm going to score that card immediately. So you can do whatever you want. So you're going to arrest Harley Quinn. That is absolutely terrible for me. I really like Harley. Wow, though, like what a rough time. Okay, and then what's he gonna do?
He's going to run over here, shouting, "I am the Knight." To here. And he's going to punch. He's gonna punch Montoya. I sort of saw this coming. Oh, but before he does, I'm just gonna place a wee suspect marker using Montoya's Truth Seeker. That would have been a base contact with Harley.
With Harley. Yeah, why not?
Okay. Would you like to spend any effort?
Let's go into that now. Okay, and actually, I forgot to mention that I also played Cover Your Ears during phase 1, and I chose Bruce here. The scoring conditions of this is I have to not have the model that I chose removed as a casualty or knocked out, and I have to be within 4 inches of a model that isn't suffering KO. So I'm going to be frank, I don't think that Bruce will be able to be around a model that isn't KO'd by the end of this round. I have a feeling that all of my models are going to be knocked out, but it gets it out of my hand, right? So it's a potential 3 scores. So apologies for that, for not mentioning that, but we're going to go into that attack now. Batman is attacking Montoya, so let's see that now. Okay, Glenn, so unfortunately I can't effort because you have stealth, so are you efforting?
I have Master Stealth and Sneak Attack. I'm going to spend 2.
Sure.
So I get +1 on these to hit Montoya's defense of 3.
Okay, no problem at all. So give me a roll then. You're looking for 3 ups, right?
2 ups, yep.
Okay, well you field 1 at least. Did you hit with your strength?
I hit with a strength. It's a 3 up on
so
that.
Tally those up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus an extra 2, so that's 7.
Okay, and I'm going to roll my defense here. I
take away 1.
I take away 1 of your hits. Okay, so that leaves you with enough stun damage to knock Montoya out. Montoya only has 6, right? So 2, 4, 6. Yep, she's knocked out. She's KO'd.
And I scored dirty job.
You're going to score dirty job off of that?
Yep.
Very good. Okay. Oh dear. Very good. Okay then, and for my activation, Huntress, seeing that things have clearly gone awry, Cassandra Keen's now been arrested, so live to fight another day. She's going to use her grapple hook, which I give her, and she's going to grapple down to this car. So we have pre-measured this, so she's going to zip down to here. No, first of all, actually, she's going to play a card. She's going to play I Work Best Alone. So that's going to go active underneath her. So she's going to inspire herself to place down a suspect marker. We're going to roll we counter for that in a second. And then she'll pop it here. Okay. And then she's going to zip down to here, to the car, ready to make her getaway at the end of round 4. And she's going to shoot Batgirl. So we're just going to measure all that stuff out and see what variables are.
The same color as the car.
Yeah,
that's nice.
I nailed it. That was my goal. Okay, so we're gonna roll that. So first of all, we just have to see what is the counter number for the suspect marker. A 4. Okay, so if that doesn't get revealed, then I'll roll a dice at the end of the round, and on a 4, then I will score. Okay, and now I'm going to shoot Batgirl, and Batgirl does have acrobatics, so the question is, are you going to use acrobatic to effort away some of her dice?
Are you in range?
Let's measure it, so go ahead, throw that 8 inches,
sure.
Yeah, I think I am.
Yeah, she's in.
Yeah, so are you going to effort?
You're rolling 3 dice.
Yep, I've got rate of fire of 3 because the heavy rain has ended. So 4 dice overall, including my strength, right? So obviously, you're going to effort twice. I've got assault in my gun. All right, okay, so I'm going to roll now. You've efforted twice to remove 2 of my dice. I'm in range. There's no cover. I have assault, so I don't lose any dice for moving. However, I do get a -1 because of the assault roll. So, but I've got master marksman because it's +1. So I'm just trying to hit 4s. Miss. Very sad. So I miss with my repeater crossbow. Very sad. But there we are. There's the breaks. Okay, Glenn. So that's my activation with Huntress. Who are you going to activate?
I am going to activate Batgirl.
You're going to activate Batgirl. Okay, and just before you make an action, I'm actually going to play a card. I'm going to play Die Hard here as a resource, okay? So I'm going to place a Wayne Tech marker in contact with one of my suspect markers. I'm just going to throw that down here. Why not? There we go. Just going to do that, get it out of my hand. Go to my spent resources.
Okay, I'm going to activate Batgirl. She's going to attack Bruce.
She's going to attack Bruce? Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go into that roll now. Okay, so I'm going to effort twice against you here to bring me down to 3 willpower overall. Are you going to effort in your attack?
I'm going to effort, full effort, which is 1 because Batgirl's pretty tired at this point.
She's taking a lot of damage anyway. Okay, well then roll your dice then.
Okay, I need 4 ups on everything here.
Bruce is a 4 for defense model.
And that is 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 heads. Oh, that's right, you've got combo. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And while you walk 3.
I block 3.
So 2 go free.
So 2 stun. Oh, I'm alive with 1 stun.
I know that Harvey Bullock knows the feeling.
Okay, that's great. Well, not great, but there we are. Okay, so for my activation then, I'm just going to pass. I'm just going to one of my pass markers. So you're up. What are you
I'm going to activate Bullock, who you may have forgotten is right behind here.
Yeah, he's hiding here in the back alleyway.
So Bullock can't move very far, but he can
8 inches movement.
Move to here.
Okay, so he's popping over here. I'm just gonna get a better angle on that. Yep.
And then he is going to put down a suspect marker within 3.
Yes.
And the suspect marker will be a snitch.
It'll be a snitch. Oh, okay. Yep. So. Oh, you're moving the car. Yep. So yeah, within 3. Oh, God, snitch. Oh, there's no way. I scored a fair amount of cards during round 1, but I'm feeling the heat now, to be honest. I don't think I have enough models to score any other cards. Okay, so I'm going to spend a pass marker then, and you're going to activate Nightwing, your very last model, to activate. Yep, sure.
I'm going to swoop in and attack Huntress.
Yep, so he's going to land there. It's obviously, okay. Obviously, you're using your grapple hook there as well, just the way Huntress used hers. Sure, that's no problem at all. And because you've got Nightwing here and you moved Bullock helpfully, those are both in my deployment zone, which will allow me to play the Nest with the bold text, which is basically an opponent has more models inside your deployment zone than you. That is activated now, so to score this card, I just need to have one or more models inside your deployment zone during the recount phase.
Which you do.
Yeah, which I will hopefully be able to do. So you're going to attack Huntress then with
yes, I am.
Sure, that's no problem at all. So let's go into the roll. Okay, Glenn, I'm going to effort 3 times just to try and stop you from knocking her out. I really want to score this cover your ears, so I need her to be alive. Right, I've got a really good play coming up. If I move my doggy here, not only is he within your deployment zone scoring the nest, but he'll also be within 4 inches of Huntress scoring cover your ears. Isn't that amazing?
That is a good play.
Yeah, that's a good play. So I have to effort 3 times. So what's your effort? I shouldn't have told you that.
I'm going
before you decide.
I'm going to effort 3 times.
You're going to effort 3 times. Sure.
I can't change the outcome of that.
Yep. Okay. So let's see then. You're trying to beat 3s, or sorry, you're trying to beat 4s rather. You've got handy and just
and with my strength set is 3+.
Yeah.
Knock her out.
Okay.
Well, that's she's defense 4.
Yes. Come on, you gotta feel it. Come on, 2 ones. Come on, 2 ones. Oh no.
Okay, so that's 4 hits. Your defense 4. You can do this if you succeed on every one.
I need 4 ups. We need 4 ups. Okay, come on. Like, I've had no luck this game. I've had no luck this game. Come on, girls. Do it for the girls.
And 1.
So sad. So I get knocked out. And yeah.
And I score back to Arkham.
Back to Arkham. Oh!
Huntress was your boss.
Yep, and I'm not able to score cover your ears anymore because I only have 1 non-KO'd model on the field. And I scored all my... I basically used my pass markers previously so that I could try and lure Glenn into coming into my deployment zone so that I could then play into the nest with the bold text, which will, will still score me 3. So what I'm going to do is then I'm simply going to... I don't have any cards that I can really score. So I'm just going to, because you haven't been playing suspect markers, there's like cards I have in my hand that I just cannot score because you just have not. You've been like, I'm gonna punch people. I don't care about these suspect markers. Look at how many suspect markers I have done. I'm like, play suspect markers, dude. Okay, so I'm just gonna bite Batgirl. I gotta bite Batgirl, and then just gonna bite Batgirl and run up towards Batman, I guess. So yeah.
Be careful, you don't want to leave my deployment zone.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, of course, yeah. No, I won't be doing it. I'll probably just stand around. So let's go into that roll now in any case. Okay, Glenn, and you can't effort your defense at all?
No.
No problem. I'm going to effort once, just because I can, just because I sort of want this round to, I want this game to end now, ASAP. My strength die is not been rolled. It actually is a 5. So that is it. Yep, so she gets knocked out.
Well, actually it matters. She can take blood as well from this.
Yep, so it's a blood stun.
So 1, 2 hits.
Yep, three hits.
And roll to defend.
Yep, go ahead.
Blocks 2.
Yep, blocks 2.
So she still takes the the blood stun that knocks her out.
She gets knocked out then. Cool, excellent, good. Finally, I have done something. Okay, so at the end of that round then, I do not score cover your ears, so that gets discarded. I will score, however, the nest, because my doggo is still in the enemy deployment zone. So that'll go into my scored pile. Do you have any? You've got snitch?
Yep, I've got snitch.
So you score snitch, that's cool. And now I'm going to roll a dice, actually, for this suspect marker. So I'm trying to get a 4. And if I roll a 4, then I will score. I work best alone. So let's see. Oh, I got a 3. I also ruined some terrain as well. So unfortunately I don't score it, but maybe at the end of the next round. And then aside from that, there's no cards that I can score during phase 4, so we're just going to roll to see whether people get up. So I got to roll here for Huntress. Let's see. That is a 5, so she actually does get back up. And then I'm going to roll for Montoya. That is a 4, so she gets up as well. So both Montoya and Huntress get up, which is pretty good actually, and pretty important for me, I think. Okay, and you've got the detective here knocked out, so if you want to just give him a roll, Glenn.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, over here. 6, he does not get
6,
back up.
he does not get back up.
I do also have Batgirl who's knocked out.
Yep, of course. 7.
She is not.
She's still knocked out. Yeah. Okay, right. We might be able to score some points in round 4 now. Okay, so here we are. We're into round 4. We have rolled for initiative, and unfortunately, once again, the Batfamily did win. We were both rolling with a +2, and unfortunately, they still won. Just never lucky. Never lucky for the Birds of Prey. So Glenn did win initiative, which means that he will be going first. And obviously, we've just assigned our Audacity markers to everyone that you see. So I've given mine to Huntress, to Bruce, and to Montoya. And then he's given his to Bullock, to Nightwing, to Batman. And Batgirl obviously is knocked out, and so is the GCPD detective. So that's really everything. We did roll for the heavy rain. That's stopped, so it's not raining anymore. So the guns are good again, or at least they're rolling one more extra die. Yep. So who you activate first one?
I'm going to activate Nightwing.
Okay. What is Nightwing going to do?
Nightwing is going to throw his wingdings. And he's going to split fire.
Sure. So he's going to... Okay. So first things first is when you do that, I will be playing a card, the Nest, as a bold text, which is an opponent has more models inside the deployment zone than you do. Just going to pop that down on the board there.
And that just scores instantly?
No, that's the Nest. So it's what I did last turn. Basically, if I have a model within your deployment zone at the end of the round, then I score those 3 points. Yep. So I've just used the bold text on the Birds of Prey card because you currently have 2 people in my...
Do they have some conscious?
Yeah. Yeah, they do. So don't worry about that. You'll probably knock them out. Okay, so you're going to throw your wingdings. Wingdings. Why are they called wingdings? It must be Nightwing. I know him as Robin, okay? I know Dick Grayson as Robin, not really as Nightwing. So he's going to be throwing them to both the dog and Huntress. Yeah. Sure, and they have light, right?
Yeah, they have light, they have throwing.
Sure. So
range.
How are you allocating this out?
So I'm going to put 2 on Huntress and the strength die on the dog. Okay,
well let's go into that roll now. Okay, Glenn, so you're going to be rolling your wingdings then. Let's see, so you're rolling your strength die against the dog?
Yep.
Okay, so give it a roll on that. You're trying to beat a 4.
Dog's knocked out.
Yep, dog's knocked out. And then you're going to score a card there.
I'm going to score Dirty Job.
You score Dirty Job, which is just basically KO a model. Yep, okay.
And against...
Huntress, who's knocked down.
Yep,
so she just get 1...
3+?
Yeah, 3+. She's got -1 to her attack.
Knocked out.
Knocked out. Oh, no. Alright.
At least you get pass markers.
At least I get pass markers. I get 2 pass markers. Sure. No problem at all. Alright, okay. And for the last big hurrah, then I'm going to play Montoya, obviously. She's the only model I have left. I'm going to play I Work Best Alone on her because Cassandra Cain was murdered, made a casualty, so I lost that card behind her. So that's going to go behind her card. And now I'm just going to move her. I'm literally just going to move her 10 inches. So let's see here. Let's see where she moves to. She is just going to literally run away. I'm just going to run over here.
If she stays in my deployment zone, she
can score. Yeah.
That card,
yeah, that's exactly why. That's my thinking. Yeah, I'm just gonna run. Just gonna run away to here, as far away as I can, like so. And actually, do you know what? Let me just have a quick think about where I want to move her because I do want to place down a suspect marker as well, and I've kind of littered the place with suspect markers.
Odds.
Okay, so I forgot that because Montoya is knocked down, she has to get back up. So I have to move and that gives me -4, gives me a -4 impaired movement, basically. So I only have 6 inches to move. So what I'm actually going to do is, I'm going to be a wee bit cheeky here. I'm going to run to this suspect marker, and I'm going to use Truth Seeker to remove this suspect marker and give me an additional 4 inches of movement, which is pretty good, actually. So I'm going to run 4 here, like so, and then I'm going to use Detective to place down a suspect marker here. But because I have played I Work Best Alone, I'm going to roll wee number counter. So that suspect marker that I just revealed, I'm going to pop it down now here. This is outside of 2 inches of my deployment zone and outside of 4 inches of the existing card. So let's see what number it is. It's number 1. So that's a number wang. Okay, so that is going to be a number 1. So on the recount phase, if I roll a 1 or a 4, I will score that card. Okay, and let's hope that Montoya isn't knocked out. But I have a feeling, spoilers, that she might be. Right, Glenn, it's your activation. Do you know what you're doing, or do you want to have a think?
I'm going to activate Bullock.
Okay.
And Bullock is going to move up to here.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to put down a
suspect
marker, yeah.
Cool.
And of course, it is going to be a snitch.
Ah, very good. Cool. So both Huntress and Bruce are both knocked out. I have no more activations left. You have Batman left, I believe.
Yeah.
That's it. So, what's Batman going to do?
Let's see. You're currently scoring the nest.
Yeah.
And if Montoya gets knocked out, you can't score that.
Exactly.
Batman's going to knock out Montoya.
Okay, sure, that makes sense.
So he's going to run over. It's fast enough to catch her, and he's just gonna
punch her. Okay, let's go into that roll now, although I don't think Montoya is long for this world. Okay, so actually just before you attack me, I'm going to play a resource. I'm actually going to play valuable commodities. So my card has the old text on it, but there is new text. These cards have been updated with the new objective card set. Basically, it is 2 resources, draw 4 cards. Is the new valuable commodities resource. So I'm going to draw 4 cards here, see what I draw. I'm going to have a look. So let's see, is there anything that can help me? Nope, can't use that because Searcher has removed my suspects. Okay, nope, unfortunately not. Let's see, Journey Friendly Hunter, nope. The evolving character cards. And that would have been good last round, but alas, I didn't spend it. So unfortunately, I mean, I may as well just discard those cards. This is going to be the last activation of the game. So because I played that though, I do get to draw another card. Yep. So unfortunately, none of the resources can help me. None of them can save me, Glenn. Sure. I'm desperately clawing for something to try and keep Montoya alive. Right. Are you going to effort your attack against Montoya? Or sorry, am I going to effort my defense?
You can't.
I can't because you've got stealth. So are you going to effort your attack?
Yeah, I'm going to spend the last 3 effort to punch a corrupt cop.
Okay, go. I'm not a corrupt cop. Hey, go ahead.
You're working with vigilantes.
Yeah. What? Right, roll your dice.
Okay. So I've got to roll an extra.
Sure, just roll it after. Yeah.
Whatever the.
So you're trying to get 4s, basically.
That was.
Or sorry, your 3s. Anyway. You're trying to get 3s. So these all succeed. Is your strength die a success?
2's actually hit.
2's hit.
Master of Stealth. The strength die succeeds, yeah.
Oh, well, that's me.
There's more dice to roll, but we just.
Yeah, I'm knocked out. I'm knocked out. Yeah, I've got 1 stun, so I'm knocked out. Unfortunately, that's me knocked out. And with that, actually, the game ends. Do you have a card that scores off the knocking me out?
No, but I stopped you scoring the net.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, which is a 3-pointer. Wow. Okay, that was like a desperate gambit at the end there with valuable quantities to try and find something. I don't feel. Well, I feel okay about that. Man, I got slapped around though. Yeah. I don't feel good about it in the sense that, like, man, that was messy. Okay, so first of all though, there is a potential for me to score a card. There is I have to roll 4 or a 1 here. So I actually think I roll.
Did you roll for that one last round?
Yeah, I did. So I'm gonna roll here. Hey! I actually score, and then I'm gonna roll for the other one.
No, you just roll 1 for.
There's 2 of them in play. Doesn't matter. I only scored the 1. So there we go. I do score 2 points. So it's not good. That's good. It's not too bad. And that is everything. Do you have anything that you will score during phase 4?
Of course, Snitch.
Yes, of course you've got Snitch. Oh, Snitch. Yep, and if you've seen my top 3 Batman cards, you'll know all about Snitch. Okay, so let's go into the scores then. We're going to count it down, and then we're going to have a wee chat about how the game went, because I have some thoughts. Okay, so let's see the scores then. So this is the Birds of Prey. So I've got 2, 5, 7, 9, 11, 14, and then 19, and then 21, and finally 23. So not awful, but let's see how the Batman crew has. Oh, 1 second. This kissing contest here. I actually could see Huntress, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and Nightwing. I think Dick Grayson and Huntress would make a pretty good couple, actually. Oh, I'm gonna ship that. Okay, so
I'm cutting that from the edit.
Okay, Glenn. So okay, so we've got Snitch there. Yep.
Yeah.
It's the Batman crews.
Yep. So 3.
Yep.
4.
4. That is 7.
10.
11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24, 25, 26. So Batman does indeed win, though it was a lot closer than I thought. I thought it was going to be I thought it was a bit of a walk around, basically. Yeah. Especially whenever I saw the thick, look at that thick this scorecards pile is compared to mine. You know,
a lot of 1 point.
Yes,
here.
yeah. So this was a deck. That was a deck that I had made. Obviously, you didn't make it because you just you didn't have the time. So that was just a deck I had made. It's not like the strongest deck in the world, right? I don't think it is. But and I know that there's a lot of 1 point scores in it, but I think that those 1 point scores are really easy to score with this Batman list, right? So you may as well take those points when you can. And it also pushes the crew to work in such a way that they want to knock people out, which I think is how the Batman sort of this really aggressive non-GCPD list, like more Batfamily style list. I think they want to be in a really aggressive
even as you call it non-GCPD, Harvey Bullock scored 9 points.
Well, that
in that of those 26.
Well, this is the thing, right? Because you get a lot of benefits for being a Batfamily team, for just going all in on the Batfamily team. But I actually really like bringing in a couple of cops and forgoing those benefits, because I do feel like cards like Snitch and Get Them Off the Streets are just so good, and they're such high point scores that you may as well try and grab those, Like, once again, I mean, it was that which swung you, it was the Bullock card that swung you.
Well, that was in the first round. I used it, and I stopped you from scoring more points with Cassandra.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think if Bullock had have been knocked out in that previous round,
round 2.
Yeah, I think you said at the time that might have been the one that swings it.
Yep.
And I think that is actually true, because Bullock went on to score 6 points. No, Bullock went on to score 9 points after that, because he scored a Get Them Off the Streets by arresting Cassandra Cain.
Yeah, he did, yeah. So, I mean, that's the thing, right? At the time, I figured I could effort twice to try and knock him out. I think on the balance of things, I think that might have still been the correct decision, because at the time I was trying to balance whether or not Nightwing would knock out Huntress, right? So I sort of prioritized keeping Huntress alive. I remember he had Die Hard on him at the time as well, so if he had been knocked out, it would have been another 2 points you would have missed. So I should have efforted 3 times.
Yeah, that's a 12-point swing. Was by that single attack. By that
single attack. Yeah, and I think that really was a very pivotal moment in the game, because I then lost Cassandra Cain as well, who I was hoping to use to score a lot of cards. But there was a lot of times where I had cards in my hand that I just couldn't do because you weren't playing suspect markers. So
this deck's not very heavy. It's all about getting rid of suspect markers rather than putting them down.
Now, it should be said that we don't build our decks or anything like that like against one another. We just build them as generalized decks that can go up against everybody. So this deck that I was trying out with Birds of Prey is my first iteration. I really like Birds of Prey, but I'm trying to take slot cards in, slot cards out, seeing how they play like that. This is the first time that I've slotted out cards, and I was really tempted to slot out the Nest, because I think the Nest is, generally speaking, a really hard card to score. But just the last game we played it in, I scored it loads, so I was like, I'm going to keep it in, and it worked out well. I got an actual deployment zone where it really suits it.
Yeah.
Which is good, right? But even still, it was still kind of hard to score.
I think it was hard to score in this particular one because it was possible to disrupt you from scoring it.
Yeah, you could actually knock my models out and stop me from standing inside your deployment zone.
In that last one in particular with Montoya, I had to determine whether I wanted to score a come for everything by like removing the suspect marker. or stop Montoya scoring in the nest. Which I figured it's a difference of a point in my favour to not actually score my own card there.
Yeah, no, exactly. And that's it. And it's one of those things where I think that generally speaking as players, we tend to just try and focus on our own decks and score our own cards. Yeah. But with that Batman list, I think you've got it.
It's very capable of disrupting.
Yeah, it really is. It can really disrupt. It can really disrupt.
Especially as multiple point scorers or punch people.
Well, that's why the deck is built that way. So I hope everybody enjoyed that game. I hope you all had fun. I know that I had fun playing it, even if I was getting slapped around. Once again, I will have my revenge, Glenn. Soon, I will have my revenge. Yeah, so thanks everybody for sticking around. You've been to the end of the video. Congratulations. Very few of you do. And I want to thank everybody for the support so far. It's been a really big help. So if you do want to see more battle reports, if you do enjoy this content, please do just hit us up with a like and subscribe. It really does help the channel. We really do appreciate it. Thanks everyone, and yeah, we'll see you for the next video. Bye bye.